Imagine a threat is coming. You don't know when. You don't know exactly where it will come from. But you know it's out there, and your job is to make your home, your street, your neighborhood the hardest possible target on the map. This was the daily reality for millions of civilians during the Second World War. They weren't soldiers, but they became experts in defense. They developed a system, a quiet, intelligent, and brutally effective system that didn't rely on firepower, but on psychology, observation, and simple, brilliant preparation. And what's fascinating is that this system, this blueprint for the unbreachable home, is just as powerful today as it was 80 years ago. We're not talking about turning your home into a fortress. We're talking about making it so smart, so aware, and so inconvenient to target that trouble simply passes you by. The first and most fundamental principle of this system is what the military calls light discipline. During the Blitz, a single chink of light from a blackout curtain could guide a bomber to an entire city block. The lesson was seared into the public consciousness. Control your light, control your visibility. In a modern context, this is your first and easiest layer of defense. It's about managing what potential threats can see. Do you leave your curtains open at night, offering a free show of your brand new television and your empty house to anyone walking by? Do you have a single bright porch light that creates deep, impenetrable shadows around the sides of your house, perfect for someone to hide in? The WWII solution was simple and absolute. You break up your light signature. Instead of one blinding light, use several softer, lower wattage lights placed strategically around your property. Motion-activated lights are fantastic for this. They startle, they announce in presence, and they don't annoy your neighbors all night. And inside, use timers on your lamps when you're away. The goal is to create the illusion of occupancy and to eliminate the dark corners that criminals love. You're not trying to light up your yard like a prison yard. You're trying to create a gentle, even glow that says, someone is home and we are paying attention. This leads us directly to the second principle, the doctrine of defensible space. This is a fancy term for a very simple idea. You shape your environment to give yourself an advantage. During the war, they piled sandbags, they cleared fire breaks, they created clear lines of sight. For your home, this means landscaping with security in mind. Are your bushes below window level, or are they 6-foot-tall monster shrubs that provide perfect cover for someone to jimmy your lock unseen? Trim them down. Do you have a tall, solid fence that blocks the view from the street, creating a private little playground for a burglar? Consider a fence with some gaps or a lower design, or at the very least, ensure your gates are sturdy and locked. The goal is to force anyone approaching your home to be visible from the street or from a neighbor's window for as long as possible. You want to take away their cover. Think like a soldier. You never want to cross an open field without concealment. By creating defensible space, you're turning your property into that open field, and the intruder is the exposed soldier. Now, let's talk about your ears and eyes when you're not there. The third principle is the neighborhood watch, but not the passive, I'll call the police if I see something version. We're talking about the active, connected 1940s style network. During the war, every street had an air raid warden. This person knew everyone. They knew who belonged and who didn't. They knew the rhythms of the street. This is about building a community, not just a contact list. Do you know your neighbors? I mean, really know them. Do you have a simple, casual signal? In the war, it might have been a specific curtain being drawn. For you, it could be a specific garden gnome that gets turned around, or a particular light that is only turned on if something is wrong. Establish a group chat with the 3 or 4 houses around you. It doesn't have to be for socializing, it's for security. Hey, saw a utility truck on the street, didn't look official, just a heads up. Or, we're on vacation for a week, the Smiths have a key. This creates a web of awareness that is infinitely more powerful than any single camera. A camera records a crime. A connected neighbor can prevent one. Your neighbors are your first line of defense, your early warning system. A nosy neighbor is not an annoyance. They are a priceless asset. The fourth principle is perhaps the most overlooked, the illusion of time. A burglar wants to be in and out in under 5 minutes. Their greatest enemy is time. Every second they spend struggling with a lock, wrestling with a window, or being uncertain is a second their risk multiplies exponentially. The 1940s civilian understood this intuitively. Their defense was about creating delay. We can apply this with modern hardware. It's not about having a single deadbolt. It's about having a robust strike plate with 3-inch screws that go into the door frame, not just the flimsy trim. It's about having simple, inexpensive window locks on every single window, not just the ones on the ground floor. It's about a loud, obnoxious, barking dog, even a small one. The goal isn't to make your home impenetrable, that's impossible. The goal is to make it so time-consuming, so noisy, and so frustrating to break into that the intruder decides your house simply isn't worth the risk. You're selling them frustration, and it's a product they are not willing to buy. Finally, we come to the fifth and most important principle, the mindset of the defender. All the tricks, the lights, the locks, the neighbors, they are useless without the right mindset. The civilians of WWII lived with a heightened sense of situational awareness. They paid attention. They didn't walk home staring at their phones. They didn't have them. They noticed strange cars. They noticed unusual sounds. They trusted their gut. This is a skill we have largely lost, and it is the cheapest and most effective security tool you possess. Be aware of your environment when you pull into your driveway. Does something feel off? Don't dismiss it. Back out and go to a safe place, then call for help. Practice this awareness. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being present. It's about shifting from being a passive victim of circumstance to being the active defender of your domain. You are the warden of your own home. You are the one who decides that your castle will stand, not through brute force, but through brilliant, timeless strategy. This was the gift of that generation, a blueprint for resilience written in the dark days of war, and it is a gift we would be foolish to forget.